is up, YouTubers? Welcome back to another episode of our 60 journey. You know, I feel like sometimes I should call this like the Psychic Chronicles because I get so much inspiration from some of my callers, because as I witness these calls that happen over and over and over, these situations that keep repeating in multiple people's lives, I'm like, wow, I should make a video about this. So today, we're going to talk about open and blunt communication. Okay, Mercury's in retrograde right now, so people in general are interpreting and sending messages out. They're not being received or given to the top of them, best of their ability. It's like there's this kind of cloud between, and the words are being jumbled, and the emotions and the tone behind the words is like, oh, woman calls in. Oh, dang it. Another woman's calling. And we're back. So communication, being open, being blunt, being forward, being really clear about our words. So this woman calls in. She's on a date, okay? And they had gone on a couple dates before this. And on this particular date, this man was on his phone. And she's trying to figure out, like, what's going on. She's jumping to all these presumptions and conclusions and assumptions in her head about, oh, he must be talking to another woman. He must be negatives. All negative what ifs. And so she decides that she wants to end the date early because she thinks that he's talking to another woman while he's on a date with her, which I'm like, you're making an assumption, sweetheart. Stop it. Then because this man now feels blown off, you know, he thinks they're having a fine time. She's not telling him that she expects or desires or needs or wants him to focus solely on her, and ends the day early. And then he doesn't contact her all week. And then after a week, he texts her, hi. And she is asleep, texts him back hours later, hello. We all know what a text that goes, hi, or a text that goes, what's up, means. It's someone testing the waters. They're trying to gauge where you are before they move forward. They're moving from a place of nervousness and fear, right? Have you done that? And so I'm telling her, I was like, you know, it sounds like you were afraid to tell him the night that you were with him. You seem really distracted right now. And for me, when I'm on a date, I like to focus solely on the person in front of me. I leave, like, and I do this, like when I go on a date, and I'm with someone now, and even the other night, when we went on a date, you know, we're exclusively together. We go on a date, and as we're getting out of the car, I left my phone in the car because I did not want even the opportunity to be distracted by a vibration, a sound, wanting to check. Like, in all honesty, what is the probability of something happening that you can not take care of it in an hour? What's the probability? Very, very slim. And so I'm telling this woman, I was like, it just sounds like you didn't express yourself, and now you're jumping to all these conclusions about what it is you think he's feeling, which didn't get you anywhere but ditched. I think that he felt really blown off by you. And a week later, after being blown off by you, he sends a test the water message, which you don't respond back to for hours at a time, and then you respond with a test the water message back. And I'm like, you're literally dancing around all these emotions you don't want to talk about. And no. No. Say what's on your mind. Say it cleanly and plainly. Don't leave room for interpretation. You know, just this morning, blatant thing. My last video was about boundaries, right? Just this morning, this friend who I've been working really hard to be compassionate with just doesn't hear me. She doesn't hear and receive and practice the rules I give her. One of my rules is I do not usually get up or communicate with anyone before noon. Like, even if I'm up at 10 a.m., I don't usually text back. Even if there are messages that pop up, I don't text back until noon. This person has been messaging me, are you awake? Are you available? Can I come over? Hey, what are you doing? Like 4 times this week before noon. And I'm like, I've told you. And so I messaged back very, very plainly and said, I understand that you have no boundaries. She said this to me, but I do. And unless you're going to respect my boundaries and the rules that I have set for how I operate inside of friendships, inside of my relationships and communication, we need to figure this out because I'm not willing to talk to you. We should take a week off. You need to go think about my rules. You know, and you have to be forward with people because if you're not, not only are you disrespecting that person by letting them walk on you, but you're disrespecting yourself. You are allowing people to do whatever it is they want, and that's not how we get successful and healthy relationships, right? We have to stand up in our own power and say, this is how I operate. If you want to play my game, if you want to be inside my kingdom, you will follow by the rules I have set. And it all starts with clear, concise communication. And here we are, Mercury in retrograde, 2 videos back, and I'm telling you, not just for when Mercury's in retrograde, but every single day of your life, speak plainly. Make it what you want known. I could go count, I guess, somehow, but there are so many callers that get in touch with me and complain about something their partner's not doing, and then when I say, have you told them this is something you need? No. Why? Why? Tell them! People, it's funny, and empaths do this all the time. Where an empath, we can look at someone and get a gauge for what it is they need and they want. We're making assumptions. You can't make 100%, you're going to be right all the time. But we can go into this area of going, I can tell that they need this. Or we do something for them and they react in a positive way, so we think they like this and we give it to them. Some people aren't that smart. Some people don't have that gift. And if you're an empath, dating someone who's not as empathic as you, how can you expect them to just know what you're thinking? It's not fair or right for you to assume that they know what you need if you've never told them. I just really feel like if we would all stand up in our power and we would decide today that I know I'm worthy of this, I know I deserve this, I know I need this in order to be happy, and if we would stand up for ourselves and tell people clearly, concisely, purely, plainly, we would get it. And the moment that we don't get it or they cross over and do the opposite, like I said in my last video, we talked about this. Do you remember talking about this? Yes. Okay, you are breaking a rule and a boundary for me. If you are not willing to respect this, then I'm going to walk away and turn around and let them go. Those are the kind of relationships that make us happy, that leave us feeling. I really gotta work on the eyes and the E's. That leave us feeling fulfilled. And so, that's it. Mercury's in retrograde. But beyond that, life is about communication, and we choose daily how we communicate. And we bring forth the information to us that we project out. So that's it. What is 8 minutes? First one's like 3 minutes, so 11 minutes. Oh, it's half the length the other day. Oh, we're getting more concise. Thank you guys so much for listening to my channel. I truly honor, appreciate, recognize, and accept everything about you. Okay? You are a unique individual who deserves to get everything you want and need in life. The only way to get that is to turn around, walk to your mirror, and tell yourself every single morning when you get up how much you love yourself and how much you deserve to get these things. Click subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up, and if this resonates with you and you're feeling like, wow, I really understand what's going on right now, and I'm sure that if you're resonating with it, there are people in your circle that will also need to hear this kind of message. Let this go where it's supposed to go. I've been channeling, like my last several videos, I'm just channeling. I feel like I'm not even so much speaking as I am letting words flow through me. And so let this message go out because it has purpose. See you later.